Well, hey, it's Catherine. This is the very first product reveal for our Adoring You Stamp of Approval collection. We're going to look at the Sweet Home Wreath stamp set today. The stamp set on the right comes in your collection, and then we have the add-on dies, which are on the left here. So if you want the cookie cutter dies to cut your little images out, be sure to add that on when this goes for sale. When I have a new stamp set, I like to just do a little slit across the top and slide my stamp set right out, and then I can just put it right back in and reuse the packaging, which is really convenient. You can see this wreath was attached. You can clip those apart if you want. I'm going to keep mine together because then I don't have to worry about lining up the bottom and the top. And you can see how that lines up with that top wreath, but then there are some open spaces which will be filled in when you stamp the second layer. So stamping both layers together and then die cutting, you're gonna end up with a fantastic, gorgeous, amazing wreath, which you're gonna see in a second. I like to use a stamp positioner with a stamp set like this. You don't have to, you can eyeball it. I just think it's really convenient and easy to do with your stamp positioner. So I'm using the top wreath first. This is a little bit fatter leaves and more full leaves, so you're gonna wanna do that in your lighter color. So I'm starting out and stamping that first layer with seafoam, and I'm going to stamp it twice. This will darken up the color just a little bit. And this stamp set includes so much more than just a couple of wreaths. It has flowers and twigs and pussy willows and all kinds of little accoutrements that you can use to build wreaths and boughs and just add lots of great foliage to your cards. So here's a really close-up look so you can see how the wreaths fit together. You're going to see some of the leaves overlap and some don't. So you're going to get a really fun kind of organic look when you stamp it. So for the second layer here, we're going to use Spruce, which is a few shades darker than Seafoam. It's kind of a blue leaning green in our spa collection. So I'm just stamping that down, and when I open it, look, absolutely gorgeous. This is stunning. I can't wait for you to see the cards that I've made with this. And I couldn't help myself. While I had my stamping positioner set up, I did a whole bunch of these at once, which I found was really, really convenient. And I'll show you that a little later. So for clipping the rest of these apart, just make sure you get some good, sharp, pointy tipped jewelry pliers. I picked these up. You can get them on Amazon or a big box store, and you'll be able to clip those right apart. So I'm bringing this to my die cut machine, and I'm just lining up the wreath and adding a little bit of purple tape on there so it doesn't slide around. And there we go. Look at that gorgeous wreath. It's begging to be thrown on a card now. So we have some more little eucalyptus branches and the pussy willows and the flowers and some really great sentiments in here. So before I move on and show you the rest of the card, I wanted to do a little up close real quick to show you the lining up. So I stamped this already in Royal Treatment, which is my darker color. You may choose to do the dark color first or the light color, but I realized that when I do the dark color first, and then I lay the one that you're supposed to do with the light color on top, which has more open area, it really was much easier to line up. So you can see, especially on that left-hand side, that one branch that sticks out, you can really see how those eucalyptus leaves are supposed to line up. Now, right now it looks about the same color, but as it dries, look, you can see the difference in the shades between the Royal Treatment and the Sugared Lavender. And now here's Grass Skirt and Lime Rickey. Here is Mardi Gras and Mint to Be. I told you I went crazy. Here is Seafoam and Juniper, or Seafoam and Spruce. And then Green Tea and Eucalyptus. And then I went a little crazy. I love pink snowflakes, so why not a pink eucalyptus wreath? So that is Be Mine, and it's a girl. And so now let's go ahead and finish up this wreath. It's begging for some flowers. So this is the green tea and eucalyptus one. And then I'm going to grab Skylight and Daydream. I have already die cut my flower dies. Here is the die right here. So I cut them out first, and then I'm going to stamp on top. So we're going to use the Skylight for the double flowers, and then the single flower will be in Daydream ink. And then we'll just layer those onto the wreath and we'll set it aside. Now that brings us to the next new product in this collection. This is the Love Note background stamp. We're really excited to be releasing our first 6x6 red rubber background stamp. This is called Love Note, and the idea behind it was that it looks like a love letter, and it's just made up of a bunch of love words. It's supposed to be just a really subtle background, like a handwritten love letter, just says a bunch of love words. So it gives a really great background. This is sandcastle and sand dunes, cardstock and ink, and I love the tone-on-tone look there. It's going to be a fantastic backdrop for this wreath. So I'm just adhering the flowers to the wreath. I'm using a little bit of dimensional adhesive on these as well. I'm going to grab a sentiment, but before I add that, I'm going to use the little dots from the set and I'm going to fill in a little bit on the wreath. There was a little white space there that I wanted filled in, so we're doing that in green tea. And then I'll take a little bit of black and white twine. I'm going to tie that into a bow, and with a little bit of liquid adhesive, I'll just adhere that right onto the bottom of the wreath. And then the sentiment is going to be stamped in icing on the cake. And we'll just add that to the bottom and then add this to a card front, and it's all done. So here is the color palette for this one. And then I did a second one, same color palette, except we just switched out polished and rose petals for the flowers. Now, how about the same layout with a different color collection? So here is Grass Skirt, Lime Rickey, Melon Ice, Orange Twist, and Be Mine, all from the Party collection, which are rich, saturated, vibrant colors. So it gives you a slightly different look. Same exact layout, just different feels between the vibrant, saturated colors and the more muted, sophisticated palette. And here is a look at some of the cards that our creative team made with the same supplies. So the Sweet Home Wreath, look at that in grays, in Twilight and Blackjack. Looks amazing. And then the Pussy Willows with the twig wreath, that looks amazing, and the little cranberries. And then here is another one with some party colors and a really light gray with that love note on the background. It looks awesome. And here is one. This is a sneak of a product that we're going to show in a day or so. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how these products work together already. There's many more to come over the next few days. Our Stamp of Approval collections are created to make stamping fun and easy because we did all the hard work creating products that go together, complement each other, and enhance each other. And that is what we're going to show you over the next few days and with our blog hop, so stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you'll be notified when new stuff goes up. And I will see you soon. Thanks for being here.